Hey everybody, and welcome to my Air and Spirit reading for Monday, the 13th of October 2025 from my Villains deck. As always with these, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Like, comment, share, follow, subscribe, get the word out there. If you'd like to donate, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, or MetaPay. Comment below for any personalized reads, links, or any questions, comments, concerns, or donation information. This is just the Air and Spirit aspect, so mind, mental clarity, unconscious thoughts, spiritual body, communications and clarity communications, clairs, tellas, empaths, etc. So we'll see what happens here. Oh, here we go. We have the Two of Cups. So what this means is there's a little bit of soulmate energy here, a little bit of twin flame energy, a lot of love and compassion. Law of duality sticks out. Law of polarity sticks out. There seems to be soulmate energy, divine connection energy, a little tit for tat, a little this for that, a little give and take. It looks like there's a lot of choices being made based on intuition, surrounding love and love interests, and seeking out a second opinion because of what's been told. Having two different stories based on love lives, or falling in love with two different people, or figuring out the different kinds of love and what it all entails, figuring out why the energy is so familiar to you. Goblets and gauntlets are very important. So GOBLETS and GAUTLETS are both very important. Courage, elixirs, strength, bravery, cunning, ambition. It looks like there's a lot of happiness and tranquility. This feels like there's a lot of emotions and feelings that are tied into your choices today, especially when it's regarding emotions and feelings and intent, and being able to be open and completely honest and forthright with things. It looks like some people might sidewind or sidestep or derail. This looks like somebody might be a little bit crabby, or a little bit of like crab mentality of trying to pull people down because they would rather pull someone down than work together to find a solution. If everybody would just stay calm and sit still and observe, then you will be able to see that if we all work together, we can get to the same goal. It looks to me like there's a lot of deep connections and soul ties going on that are affecting this. You may be speaking to somebody in the subconscious realm without being physically connected to them. It looks like there's a lot of spiritual connections in like the mindset. So if you go to your mind's body, and you go to your mind, and you go to your spirit's body, and you go to the spirit, that's where most of this is happening. That's where most of the action is taking place. Being able to share feelings. Circumventing sticks out, and upside down horseshoes also stick out, kind of like that does. So luck turning upside down, or feeling unlucky in love, especially with a moon trine Lilith like mine. Being able to work on your motherhood wounds and work on your lack of female role models, or talking to female role models about things, or those that identify as female, talking to them about certain things or certain aspects, or not relying too much on control or manipulation tactics. Shame, humiliation can be felt on a deep soul level because of what transpired within the last 2 years, or since 2022, or since 2002, or since second grade, or since you were 2. It depends on, again, the person and the specifics. We also have the Queen of Wands reversed. So on Monday, there's going to be some form of like manipulation or control tactic, feminine narcissism, self-entitlement, two-faced behaviors, selfish vanity, conceitedness, stinginess, hoarding, jealousy, frivolousness, infidelity, feelings of being cheated on or feeling cheated or feeling betrayed, especially by family or by those that you thought you could trust, or by a dark feminine energy, or feeling betrayed by those that you thought loved you. Having ulterior motives, or feeding the darkness, or accepting offers from those that you may not fully be aware are bad for you. This is where it's especially important to learn the difference between who's good for you and who's good to you, and make sure that they are matching. It looks like there's a lack of conviction. They're acting without purpose. They're acting on impulse, arrogance, pride, recklessness. Being cautious to the point of paranoia also sticks out. Like, you feel like you're being watched, but you can't see who it is. So, like, if you feel stalked or feel like predatory, this could be like feeling it's like being watched in the dark, or feeling controlled by someone you can't see, like for possessions, or like occult practices, or like DID, or feeling stuck in the past and you don't know why. It looks like your last card is the Eight of Cups reversed. So what this means is that you may be stuck in the past. Your mind may be stuck in a certain mindset. You may be dwelling too long on things. You may have walked away too early. You may be delaying the inevitable. What's for you will come back to you, and what's not for you will stay gone, in a sense. Wishing that you had stayed gone. Wishing someone was somehow there. I keep hearing the song Wishing You Were Somehow Here Again from the Phantom of the Opera. I believe when Christine Daae was missing her father, and it was the anniversary of her father, and she was visiting her father's grave. So it could be along the lines of mourning the loss of a friend, mourning the loss of a relationship, mourning the loss of a spirit guide, mourning the loss of an idea. Love affairs, love endeavors, love matters, past loves, past life, karmic clearing and connections are being very prominent and very helpful as well, it looks like. So we're at least getting on the right track here. It looks like in the afternoon and well into the night, there's going to be some form of narcissistic tendencies pulling at you, like unwillingness to share, self-entitlement, vulnerable narcissism, malignant narcissism, covert narcissism, communal narcissism, feminine narcissism. It just feels like someone is trying to drag you down and use your emotions against you, and it feels like overwhelming. Pent-up rage, repressed emotions, suppressed feelings can all be hindering your progress. And it looks like, it feels like there's a lack of purpose. And the only reason you're feeling this lack of purpose is because you're feeling manipulated. And you feel like you've been manipulated before, and you just can't shake that feeling. So learning your connections, learning your soul ties, learning who your guides are, and learning who's there for you, who's good for you, who's good to you, and cutting out ties and such that you don't need. It seems to be like a lack of faith, or a lack of will to do so much, or a lack of energy due to, like, you don't want to say something because of the lack of trust, or you can't say something because they don't trust you, or there seems to be like an erosion of trust, or a lack of commitment, or a fear of devotion to the wrong cause due to like blind loyalty of the past, or blind faith in the past leading you astray. But it does look like the answer you seek is not until you deal with that manipulation and you quit allowing other people to control yourself, and you speak with purpose and you speak with passion. But that's what I get for the 13th of October 2025 for the air and spirit. It's always with these. Take it resonates and leave it doesn't. Thanks for joining.